tomorrow, Stephen, you can study, okay?
Okay.
Next one. One moment. Go back. This one is unnecessary. You can directly use J plus. Number two, this J is not needed. You don't need J. Your original design is okay. Actually, this is a better design. You don't need a J. If you need use the J, you can do J++. There's no J needed. Next one. So what that is this one for?
It's like to swap the first index.
So why do you need to do I increase?
Um, sorry.
Why you need I increase? So why do you need to put this over here?
Um, wait, let me retrace my thought.
So why do you need this?
Oh wait, because it's basically the same.
You don't have that. You understand that. You actually don't have that. You don't have this. So why do you need to delete it?
So it's like I don't double delete it because it's already like 0, 1, 2, 3
You are
in it.
wasting your time. You don't know what you are doing. This, you don't need it. This one, okay. This, you don't need it. This one, you don't put it over here. You are completely off. Next one. So what are you trying to do with this while loop?
It was like the thing last time where you keep looping it until like the next one is not like um until the next one isn't is like a multiple of 10, but it's also not the first multiple of 10.
It doesn't work.
Oh.
This one you work on each I, so you have a while loop. You work on each number. Now you over here, you go to a certain number and you do a while loop. And when are you going to stop the while loop?
When the next number is a multiple of 10, but it's also not the first multiple of 10 number we
And you are not
encounter.
changing I in here. You are not changing I in here.
Yeah.
Your I change right here. This just doesn't work. So what do they want to have?
When you encounter like a multiple of 10, you just keep changing the following numbers unless you find a number that is a multiple of 10, but it's also
And
not the
then
first.
can you do that?
I think you need to split it into like two cases.
What two
And
cases?
the first case is like you start it, but then there's no multiple of 10, so you just add it like normally. But then if you, the second case is like,
Wrong.
oh,
Number one, you do not read the problem carefully. You say change all the value. That means they do not require you to create a new array. This is wrong, at least this line is wrong. They don't need you to create a new array, it's changing all the value. Change the value means the change value in nums. There is no R needed, so return nums at the end. So how can you change the value in the nums?
just use like the index thing.
So you have 2, 10, 3, 4, 25, and you will change it to 2, 10, 10, 10, 20, 20. So basically, after this one, you change to 10. After this one, you change it to 20. So how can you do that?
Um, You find the first multiple of 10 and you store it outside the loop. You just gotta change it. And then you have to do like a if. Well, if the next one is a multiple of 10, but it's also not the same one as the one stored outside the loop, you just change it.
Yeah, do it. This is wrong. There's no such things. It's also wrong, still wrong. How do you say integer the mean value? Integer the mean value.
Mm,
If you don't remember everything, then you cannot do any coding problem, okay? Or problem solving, or take any exam. You are not ready yet. This is not a function, this is a constant. So why do you need that?
this part.
Yeah,
So if you get like 20 and then the MOT was like 10, you can change it.
not necessary. This is not needed. So why do you need to change it over there?
Oh, like once you get like the multiple of 10, you have to store it outside somewhere where it won't be changed.
So if it is not multiple of 10, what should you do?
Uh, like just don't change it.
Why do you don't change it? You have a non-multiple of 10.
Oh,
If you are 3 or 4, you still need to change it.
I thought I get sorry. Talking about something else. Okay, so like if it's not a multiple of 10, you just change it.
You don't know you are done or not. You actually just wrong. It doesn't make sense. So why do you need to assign this value to integer the mean value? Why you need to assign it to this one?
Isn't it usually like something like that, like a value?
So why you doing that? So why you delete it? So what's the purpose of you having that? So why you delete it?
Because like usually for these things, it's like you have to assign a random value that's like basically never encountered. So it's like more safe.
It's not for more safe. It's not for the purpose of more safe. You can just use -1. You don't know what you're doing. You just try to type. That's the problem. That means you may read the answer before, but you actually never got it. Your purpose is to practice. So you really need to understand it before you go for the coding. If you keep doing like fractional result, partial result, and then you haven't solved the problem, you try to go for the answer and try to modify later. That's not a way to solve the problem. You got to know about the purpose. So why I set it to -1? So why I didn't use the integer mean value and I use the -1?
So for like numbers before you find the multiples of 10, you can have it inside.
So if I use a 0, can I do it or not? Can I use a 0 or not?
Um, yeah.
No, 0 you cannot do because 0 is multiple of 10. This one must be not a multiple of 10. So if you use the integer, so if right here, if you use the integer mean value, it's still okay. But right here, you have to exclude it. As long as it's not multiple of 10, it's okay. Even this one, you use an integer, the max value is also okay. You have to understand it, okay?
Okay.
Not arbitrarily writing something. This one. So why for loop?
So this is like you need to initialize like a new array.
Who say that?
Oh wait, no, like basically what I was thinking is like because you need to give like the array like some number at the start.
So which number you need?
So I was thinking like you count it first, and then
Count
you
what?
count like the numbers that like how many numbers are there before the first four,
Mm-hmm.
and then you use that like count, and then you initialize the array, and
So
then
how can you count that the number before 4?
you use like a for loop.
So why you use a for? Why don't you use a while loop?
Um, I guess it's like more because like more practice with for loop.
More what?
It's like I don't really use while loop for these type of problems too.
Why? While loop is an important loop. Why you don't use it?
Hmm. I think both work in this case.
No, while loop is better.
Oh, okay.
So what's that? Num
It's
is
like
an array. Num cannot be equal 4. So what you need to have an n. What's n for?
it's like a placeholder. So like if
Who is
it
the placeholder? Why your initial value is 0 for n?
oops.
So why you need to create an n?
So you know you gotta break the while loop if you find like the while loop breaks itself if it gets four. Oh,
You don't know what you're doing. There's no reason that you keep using the for loop. You use for loop only when it is more convenient to use for loop. So why do you need to go to num star length -1?
you have to check like if the next number is a four.
Why do you need that? You already know how long it is.
Oh wait, yeah.
Your counter already tell you where the 4 is.
Yeah.
Next one. What's that? What is num.index index of?
Oh wait, that's for sure.
So why do you need a for loop here? What's the
It's just
purpose for the for loop?
like you go into the entire array and then you find like wherever the 4 is and then you store the index. So in
Store
the
the index for what?
um for like the if the index of 4 is at like 1, you store it into like a what is it? Into like the
So
variable,
what do you really want to have?
like the index of 4, like the last index of 4 in the array.
So how can you find the last index of 4?
You use a for loop.
You use a while loop. Why
Okay.
do you need to use a for loop? The previous one, you actually try to find the location of the first 4, and you try to copy this part, anything that actually before 4. This one, you try to find the last 4. How can you find the last 4?
Just like if you see a 4, you look you store the index and then if you see another 4, you
How do you see the last 4?
like just with the while loop.
How do you use a while loop
It's
to
like
find
the
the last 4?
same concept of like nums and bracket cam plus plus.
No, it's wrong. This one is to find the first one, you do plus plus. This one, you want to find the last one, it's the opposite.
Oh wait, yeah.
So why you have a parenthesis? Why you need that parenthesis everywhere? And then, so why if? What's this if for?
If you find like a 4,
You find 4, you
yeah.
already get out of the loop. You don't need that. So why
Oh,
you always want to use the if and break? That's a very bad habit. It's already done. This is okay.
yeah.
So why you need to have the 0 there? Why do you need to have an S separate J?
It's like,
This is unnecessary. You just do I minus count minus 1. Next one. So y plus equals 2.
It's like you start from the first index and then you check the left and right. And
You check
then
on right, left and right. So why do you need to check plus 2? Plus 2 means plus equals 2 means every time you jump by 2. You have 1, 2, 3, then you 1 jump to 3, 3 jump to 5. You actually miss 2 and 4.
yeah.
It doesn't work. So why are you doing this?
Mm, you check like whichever number is larger.
Who
It's
say
like
that you need to check which number is larger?
this part,
Read the
whichever.
problem carefully. When do you need to change the value?
If there are values before and after it, and those
Did
values
did you check that the value before it and after are different?
not yet.
Not yet, then why are you comparing for the maximum and replace it? So why do you need to have a new for loop? Why don't you just change on your original one? What's the difference you use this new for loop?
It's like a cleaner start.
It's not cleaner, it's bad. You completely wrong. Your original for loop is okay, but you did not check the value of val. You just check the value of val, that's it.
Yeah.
Just return. Go to the very end. You don't know what you're doing. Okay, we are 9 o'clock. You need to build your programming from scratch. Right now, I think you lack a lot of things. The fundamental part is still missing. You try to copy too much. So the suggestion still be you build up your whole coding base from scratch. Use a new email. Try to use the minimum amount of time. Try to catch up again. You are far off. Okay? Good night.
Thank you.